Welcome to the Roadrunner 89 Investment Network, where we talk about interracial love and marriage. Hope you enjoy. Swirl to investment. All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Okay. All right, good to see everybody. Sorry it's a bit late. Being Thanksgiving, had a lot going on. I ate a lot. I'm stuffed. Enjoyed some football. Got a little scared during the Cowboy game, but hey, it worked out. Um, but the important thing is spent time with family. Had a great time. Um, and that's the important thing. I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had some good family time. I hope as all you wanted it to be. you know, I hope you had a blessed day. I do. Um, Tonight, look, this is a show. It's not necessarily what I want to do, it's what I have to do. This is what I need to do. Okay. I'm going to be addressing some trolls. Okay. We're always going to have trolls. Okay. I call them my troll fans. You know, and I need to retitle this. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. But what's going on? Okay, we got some troll fans. I got some troll fans. I've had troll fans since I began. Okay, troll fans, they're good in a way because they help me with my views. They help me with the algorithm. Um, you know, times I don't even want to talk about them. They do their thing, I do mine. In a perfect world, we'd let live and let live. And but I got some trolls coming in, and I feel I need to address this because there's information that needs to be put out, and there's some misconceptions, and especially when it comes to interracial relationships. Um, it's out there, um, but I get some hate mail, and I share it with you guys. Right? There's this comment I got, and I want to address it. Okay. And I want to break it down because some of the stuff that's said, and you know, but anyway, let me go ahead and put this in there. There's some a disturbing video I have to show you after this, okay? And put out a warning to you guys, okay? But anyway, let me put this up here. All right, this here is one of my fan trolls, okay? And one video I did really triggered some people. Really got some people upset. Um, and can you guys see this okay? But I want to break this down and go through this. I want to eliminate some misconceptions. I want to break it down and explain this from my point of view, and we'll go from stats in today's world. Okay. All right. This is from my good buddy Black Minister. Okay. He didn't care too much about my video. It says, Brent, can everybody see this? If you can see it, okay, give me a 1. If not, give me a 2, and I'll just read it to you. Okay. All right. Here it says, and this is from Black Minister. Shout out to Black Minister. Okay. Brent, let me get one thing straight here. The negative representation of black women has come from white men. Okay. Yeah, there have been white men that, okay, some can see it, some can't. Okay, I'm just going to read it to you. Yeah, there are been white men that have tried to portray a negative impact on black women's image. He is right. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yes, your group of men as well as J men. You know what J men is, right? We can't say it. Okay, we have put negative image on black women. Okay, and he's right. There have been white men that have done this in J men. Okay, you want to blame the media. Well, who's running that? Okay, yeah, I want to blame the media. Yes, the media does put a negative image on black women. Okay, and I think what he's saying that most of the media is white people. Yeah, you're right, sir. Hey, I cannot dispute this, right? Okay, but I'm going to go on. He says some men have taken a sickening hatred of black women from your race of men. Okay, I guess he's talking about white supremacy. Okay, yeah, white supremacists do want to tear down black women's image. They want to tear down black people's image and every other group of people that's not white people. Okay, he's right. That that some have the loudest voice propped up the same media. Okay. All right. So what he's saying is he's telling me because I went in on the media about black women's image. Okay. And I did. You know, but he's saying mostly white men have done. Well, yeah, most of the population is white people, so that makes sense. Okay, um, and here's my thing: I am not attacking black men. I'm protecting black women, and yeah, sometimes black men get in the crossfire. Okay, now he says in the 1960s, the marriage rate between black men and women was among the highest of any group at 78%. Okay. Well, all right, that's great for the 1960s, but in today's world, marriage in the black community as is at 30%. Black men are married at 30% in 2022. Okay? I get it, the 60s there were more, but in today's world, only 30%. Only 27% of black women are married. So, what does the 60s have to do with today? Okay. Now, he'll probably say, well, it's white supremacy that beat it down. But here's the thing if you're with a woman you love, nobody's going to stop you from marrying her. Okay. Let me go on. The toxic culture that led to the destruction of the black family is a combination of media push, okay, and poor decisions from black men. Yeah, I agree. But you don't want to admit the white men played the biggest role in the destruction of the white women's image. Okay, if that's true, then you know what caused it? You can fix it, right? But you won't. And here's the thing he is protecting black men. I am protecting black women. I'm not here to defend white men at for anything. I get it. White men have done evil things. That is true. Okay? I'm not disputing that at all. You can look at history and see it's happened. Okay? But he says that white men have destroyed it more than anything. Well, black men can fix it by marrying the women in their community. That is what you should be addressing. Okay, I am. I'm addressing it, right? Okay. But it's a team effort here. You're around black women the most. You have more access to them. Therefore, you should be marrying them. White men are not stopping you in 2022. Nor did they stop you years in the past from marrying black women. And then he says the mammy, Jezebel, etc. These are derogatory terms that came from your race of white men. Okay, let me take this off. Okay, so what that was is he was telling me that white men are destroying black women's image. Okay, their racist white people had a hand in it. Yes, that is true. What he was saying is true. Okay, I'm not disputing it. The thing I have a problem with is putting the blame and doing nothing about it. Blaming white supremacy for the marriages, okay? I'm sure it had an impact in the beginning, but you can marry the women in your community. You can. Nobody's stopping you. Your marriage rate should not be below 30%. It should be in the 80s, right? At least in the 50s, but only 27% of black women are married. That's what I'm addressing. And yes, that's black men's fault. It is. Okay? Now, the image of black women is black men's fault. Okay? And it's white men's fault also. I'm not excluding the blame. But who's doing something about it? Instead, he wants to put me in check what white men did in the past. What are you doing in the future? What are you doing now? Because last time I looked at the stats, when black women marry white men, marriages are more successful. They're happier, the marriages last longer, their children do better, they have more wealth. And I'm not saying the white man's the answer, but what I'm saying, you look at stats, what's happening? Okay? And my goal is not to go in on black men. That is not what I want to do. But if I'm going to protect black women, I have to do this. I have no choice. Because who is really harming black women? Okay? But this is the stuff I get. And if he understood, if I'm protecting black women and you're doing black women wrong, don't I have to address it? Or because you're the same skin tone as black women, I have to leave it alone? No, you defend black women against all enemies, right? Even their own. You have to. If you're really going to protect. I'm just saying. I wanted to put that in there. Okay? You know, he had an argument. He had facts. Yeah, white people did horrible things. Yes. Yes. The media wants to make the black woman's image bad. There's a lot of movies, a lot of stuff going on. And I'm not saying all production companies do this, but a lot do. Okay, and yeah, most of them are white men. I get it. But most of the population is white. But how do we fix it? Because really, when you look at it, who's really destroying the black woman's image? The highest out of birth rate? The lowest marriages? Most single mothers? That's not a good image. And it's not white men running the black neighborhoods doing this, impregnating black women. Okay? That's not happening. Maybe there's a few that are doing that, I'm sure. There's always an exception. But for the most part, they're not. But these trolls come in and attack me. But if what I'm saying is right, why would you attack me? Why would you attack me and say, well, marriages in the black community were the best in the 60s? Well, great, wonderful. What about today? So you're saying they went from the top to the bottom of the barrel. You're saying that black men married their women more than any other group in the 60s. But in 2022, they're the least likely to get married. The most to pump and dump. That is fact. And not all of them are doing that. I get it. Not all. Okay? But black women are getting such a bad image. And instead of fixing the problem, we're we're going on who did it. All right. We know who did it. It was white men and a combination of black men. And black men are doing the most damage in today's world when it comes to the black woman's image. So seriously, what are we doing? And if you're a man that's got it together, what I'm saying will not make you mad that I'm saying it, but it'll make you mad that it's the truth. Okay? And there's such a, yeah, that's right. It's a blame game, right? Oh, well, white men did this. So, oh, you destroyed their image. Yeah, that's true. But god dang, we got to fix it. I'm correcting myself. I'm not living like the racist white people of the past. I know you want to put me in that little bubble, but seriously, okay? And it don't matter whether you think I'm that way or not. Thing is, are we fixing the problem? Are we uplifting black women? And if you have a relationship with a black woman, are you marrying her? Are you just using her? It's funny that white men get the image of being the fetishizer, but who's leaving the women single mothers? Well, at least she avoided that fetish. Now she's a single mother. I don't know. But this is the stuff I get. And these guys don't understand what I'm saying and where I'm going with it. Because we got to put the truth out there. We could act like it don't happen and it's all white supremacy's fault and that's it and go about our lives. But is that going to fix the problem? Is that going to fix the marriage rate between black men and black women? Is it? In fact, it'll make it worse because then it's not your fault. Serious. And I know it's uncomfortable. I don't like to say this stuff. I don't really. I don't like to put the stats out there. But if I'm going to tell the truth and if I'm going to stand up for black women, I got to tell the truth. Because it'd be much more comfortable not to even bring that up and just say, yeah, us white men love you, black women. Come date us. But the thing of it is these guys are putting a misconception, trying to make you think that they're good men, and some are. But the marriage rates at 30%, come on. The most single mothers, come on. Black women having a higher divorce rate than marriage rate. But then you'll say it's all their fault, right? It's only a few impregnating these women. Well, these are busy dudes, I tell you what. And my thing ain't to go in on this guy, black minister. Because he came with some facts, he did. But the 1960s is in the past. We're in 2022, and black women are the least likely to get married. 73% are not married. So there's a problem there, is there not? And then when they open up their options so they have a chance at getting married, then they're shamed for it. I mean, really. So they're just supposed to be single mothers and alone and hope that you pick them? Hope that they're, have the privilege to even have you look at them? And then she's got to lower her standards, her economic standards, her education standards. I mean, it works out great for the men. Heck, they have the pick of the litter. And look, they could tell you what they want, put their demands out there, and make sure you lower your standards and date down, marry down. while they get more from the table than they bring. And when I talk about this, they want to come in at me, and that's fine. I mean, hey, nothing wrong with defending your group of men. Nothing wrong with it at all. But here's the thing: you can't defend against the truth. And if this guy's a real man, he would do the best as an individual, because you can't control the collective. You can't. So at this point, I would say to these guys, be that rugged individual. Don't do what your group is doing. Do what's right as a man. Because it's not the skin tone at all. It's the character. You know, it's what's in your brain, in your heart. That's going to give you success. That determines whether you're a good man or not. It's not the skin tone. It's not sins of the past that you can use an excuse for. You know, there comes a time when you got to say, you know what? I got to make it happen. It's my responsibility now. You know? But I tell you, it's uncomfortable to talk about it because I know I'm going to get hate. I know I'm going to get backlash. And do I really want that? Well, sometimes. But anyway, but honestly, is it not? Is it true, or am I just making up numbers? Look in your neighborhood. Are there black women getting wifed up by black men all over the place? How many single mothers do you know? How many women you know that have been waiting for that man to come through and marry them? How many women you know that have been a fiance for several years? How many women you know that's on government assistance that some dude's living with them that ain't even the father of the children? Because see, here's the thing. If it's white people's fault that this is happening, great. That's fine. It's white people's fault that the black marriage rate is low. Okay. We'll go with that. But now that you know whose fault it is, and now you know what caused it, now you have the knowledge to fix it. So therefore, it should spike from 30% to 90%, should it not? I'm just saying, because at the end of the day, regardless of whose fault it is, still got the same result. And that's right. White men are the solution to the problem. Yes, I believe that. Look, here's the thing. I'm going to say this, and people are going to think I'm crazy, okay? When it comes to racism and the evil, all that stuff, white men are the problem, and white men are the solution. Because let me tell you something. If it wasn't for white men, slavery wouldn't have happened in the United States, yes. But if it wasn't for white men, slavery wouldn't have ended in the United States. If it wasn't for white men, Jim Crow would still be going on. If it wasn't for white men checking other white men, we wouldn't have had a civil war over this issue. We wouldn't have had to spill our own blood and kill our own to settle the score, to do the right thing, to do a correction within our country. Think about it. Black people are 13%. There's no way they could have overpowered and took it over. There's no way. So white people had to make it happen. And yeah, with brave black people, that stood up, yes, along with white people that wanted to correct and do the right thing. But we don't talk about that. We don't. We just go on the evil that happened and go with it, and then now the marriage rates are low, and you can blame white people all you want. I'll even take the blame. It's my fault. Now go fix it, okay? I'll take the blame. It's my fault. Go fix it. That woman you're laying down with tonight, marry her. Fix it. That woman you have children with, marry her. Take care of your children. Get your marriage rate from 30% to 90%. Now that you know that's the problem and it's not your fault, but since it's not your fault, can you fix it? That's my point tonight. Okay? Because at the end of the day, it don't matter who's really at fault, does it? We still have the problem. And some will say, well, yeah, it does matter who's the fault, so we hold them accountable. Okay. Well, yeah, that's true. But you still have to fix it, regardless if it's my fault or your fault. Somebody's got to fix this problem. Whether it's white supremacy that don't allow black men to marry black women, or well, you're legal to do it now. Well, you always have been. So if you know the problem, fix it. I'm just saying. And do something in your community instead of going to a middle-aged white man that has a little channel and getting triggered what he said. Fix your community. Marry the women. You got the most beautiful, most loving, most loyal women on the planet. Marry them. And if you did that, your life would be better. God would bless you. And you wouldn't even care what I had to say. In fact, I wouldn't have nothing to say. Instead of checking you, I would be praising you and trying to be like you. Serious. No man is better than any man. No. There's no man that's superior over another one. But what sets men apart is the hard work they put in, their character, and the love they have for the women they're with. The man that puts his wife first will be blessed. The one that doesn't will not. But anyway, I just want to address that. And there's no hate to that man. Okay, I get it. And there's a misconception that people think because a white man checks a black man, somehow that's racist. No, it's not. It's just a man that tells the truth. And yes, you might get checked by a white man. That's okay. You can fix it. And vice versa. If I'm doing something wrong, black man checks me, okay, I'm wrong. I think some of these dudes are more worried about their image than what's going on with the women. But if you take care of your women, your image will be taken care of. Because how the women turn out is a reflection of you as men. Seriously. How our women turn out in our community is a reflection of us as men. Yeah, everything is racist to Dusty. Yes. Because there's no logic. There's all emotion. It's pure emotion. Oh, you said something about me, your race. Oh, I don't like what you said. It's race. No. I've heard people say that the marriage rate in the black community is because white supremacy. Really? Look, white supremacy don't care about the black marriage. In fact, they'd rather have the black marriage be successful so black people don't come and marry white people. See, here's the thing about white supremacy. Let me tell you a little secret about this. White supremacists only want to be with white people. Period. End of story. They don't want to procreate with black women. Okay? So this stuff that white men and black women together is somehow white supremacy. No, it's not. It's the exact opposite. White supremacy believes that white is supreme, is superior, and that's all they want. But yet I'll hear them say that the white supremacy is white men getting with black women, procreating with black women to destroy the black family. Really? Well, if the marriage rates are only at 30% and only 27% of black women are married, exactly how does a white man destroy the black community by marrying one black woman? Tell me how that works. And really, where is this so-called black community or white community? I see black people in every areas of town, whether it be in the inner city or the suburbs. I see black and white people in all areas. So is there really this thing? I know segregated times we had it separated, but no. But anyway, okay, enough of that for now. Okay, but I just wanted to react to this because the thing of it is they send me this stuff, and what the reason they do is they want to pull out the white guilt out of me and get me to feeling bad and thinking, oh, I don't want to look like a racist, so to shut me up so I don't talk about this. That's what it is. But I don't feel guilty on this because I didn't cause it. Okay, but I will stand up for black women, and if black men are in the way, so be it. Okay? Because when you stand up for black women, yes, you're going to have to go against white men, black men, other groups of men that don't care for black women. And yes, some will be black men. Okay? It's not that we seek this out, but if you're really defending them, you got to defend them. I'm just saying. And especially if you're married to a black woman, you have no choice. In fact, you should be defending whether you're married to them or not, whether you think they're great or not. Because as men, we protect women, do we not? Regardless whether they date us, regardless of whether they marry us or like us or want to be with us or any of this stuff, right? We're supposed to protect. But seriously, and here's the thing, I think there's a purpose. I think white men and black women are meant to be together. I really do. The marriages are becoming a success, um, and not all of them work. Don't get me wrong, but statistically, they're doing very well compared to other groups of people. And I think it's God's will to do this because when 73% of black women are not married, and black women are the most loyal, the most loving, the most spiritual, I think God's listening and God's going to fix this. And yeah, there's going to be some white men that marry black women. It's going to happen. There's going to be other races of men that do it too. Um, and I think across the board, people are going to open up their options of all races. Okay. Because God wants that traditional family, the man, the women, and children. And sometimes within our own group, we have to venture out to find that man or woman that's meant for us. So I think this is something that's happening and it's going to happen more often. And it needs to happen, especially for black women. The numbers are stacked against black women so much they have to open up their options. They just do. There's unless they don't if they don't want to get married and they want to be single, yeah, they don't have to open up their options, you know. Or if they get lucky and find that good guy in their community that marries her, she don't have to open up her options. But if only 27% of black women are married and 4% of that's what, white men, so actually 24% of black men are marrying black women. And people will say, no, that ain't true. 87% of black men marry black women. No, that's 87% of 30% that are married. So don't let them trick you on that stat. Okay. But my thing is something needs to happen. Otherwise, the same thing's going to keep continue on. There's going to be more single mothers, more pump and dump going on, more men that want to be players instead of husbands, and it's not going to be good. And who pays the price? Black women. But anyway, Okay, that's my little uh reaction to this guy's letter, and let me put it back up here. Let me see here. Okay, and Black Minister, you can email me. I'll talk to you if you want to. Um, but the '60s marriage stat, that's great, but it does nothing for 2022. Okay, um, and yeah, the racist terms like mammy, Jezebel came from white people. Yeah, racist white people. Yes, it did. But you know it's a problem. Why do you keep using it? We know colorism is a problem, right? And it came from white supremacy. It did. But why do you still use it? Why do people use the N word when you know how degrading and horrible the word is? You know where it came from, but you use it. I mean, you can. I'm just saying, it just seems weird to me. Um, you know, it, I don't know. It just blows my mind. But anyway, the problem, okay, things might have been wonderful in the '60s, okay, when it came to marriage. But we got to live in today's world. And the ladies, the single women out there that want to have a husband, be married, and have a family, they're going to have to make a decision whether to stay race loyal or open up their options. And with a 30% marriage rate and outnumbering the men by about 2 million, and then they date out 2 to 3 times what you do. Um, yeah, a lot of women are going to be left alone. I'm just saying. And that's not going in on the men. That's just numbers. That's just fact. And then you look at the marriage stats, and with white men, it's more successful. So I don't know. I'm looking at it logically. Uh, I don't know. I'm telling you. And then white men that marry black women, our marriages are more successful than when we marry white women. So we're we're getting a better result also. You know. But anyway, okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and stop on that. And there's a troll I want to address here. And this troll is somebody within our midst, somebody in our community, somebody we brought up on our panels, somebody we trusted, somebody we opened up our doors to. And this clown took advantage. This weirdo has been stalking women. This weirdo has been harassing women. And this weirdo has been attacking me and my brother Alexander when we showed this clown love, respect, and we let him come into our house. And he turned on us. You know who that is? I'll tell you who it is. I'm going to put this clown on blast because what this clown did is wrong. And what this clown did is unacceptable. And ladies, you need to be careful with this dude. I'm serious. And I even did a couple shows with this clown. Let me put this up here. You guys know who this is? This is our good buddy Jamie. This guy has been harassing women, calling them late at night, cursing them out, calling them racist towards Asian men, making hate videos towards me and my fellow content creator, Alexander, and we both let this guy on. And yeah, he's stalking. He's this guy is really insecure. This guy has issues. He needs help. But be careful, okay? Because he's a real Debbie Downer. He feels down about relationships. He just a gloom and doom type guy that just, I don't know, has no confidence, but he's mad at the world. He's mad at white men. He's mad at black women. He's mad that he don't have a relationship, and the women that have allowed him to talk to them, he's went in on. And he's made videos of them, saying their names, putting their names on blast out there, talking about them, calling witches with capital B's, being totally hateful and disrespectful. This guy, and if you go look at his channel, you'll see. And why he would go in on me and Alexander when we just showed him love and respect is beyond me. But I guess when you're jealous and insecure, that's what you do. And this guy, I mean, he called me a fat piece of ish. Okay, you can call me that. But I got a little video of this guy, and we'll see what he looks like, okay? And mods, if you see this clown come up, block him. I don't want him in this space. I don't want him on my platform no more. Just block him, get rid of him. I don't need people stalking people within my channel, within my family surrounding. And any of you men out there, whether you're black, white, Asian, or whatever, you mess with these women on this channel, you're not allowed on here. You need to go away. Yeah, he sure did. Let me put this video up here. Okay, let me put the copyright disclaimer first. Okay. All right. Dang, where is it? All right, copyright disclaimer. There it is. All right. Fair use, fair use. Okay? And the reason I'm doing this is because he's been putting our people on blast. He's been putting these young ladies on blast, been complaining about them, calling them witches with capital B's, you know what I'm talking about? And stalking them, calling them late at night, somehow getting their numbers and all kinds of crazy stuff. And otherwise, I wouldn't be doing this. But I need to do this. Okay? But let's put this out here and see his mindset. Okay?
The reason that I'm making...
Okay, there he is. Okay. Usually he's got a picture of a mask. Okay? But he called me a fat piece of ish. That's cool. But I'm losing weight. Thank you for your concern, Jamie, there. Okay. And his video is titled Why Women Should Not Date White Men. Let's go ahead and hear this guy.
Alright, hey guys, so I am back. Sorry. So yeah. So basically, the reason that I'm making this video is because I am here trying to tell... I'm here to tell you why you shouldn't date white men, even though literally no one's going to listen to this or take it seriously. Maybe a few of you will. Maybe a few of you will.
Yeah, they're not going to take it serious. Sorry, but go ahead. He's telling you don't date white men, ladies.
Take what I'm about to say seriously. Because the reason that I'm making this video is because this is important, because a good majority of any straight woman out there with a pulse um, likes white men, and I couldn't tell you why exactly. All I can tell you is that it's because this is planet Earth. This is planet Earth, and so therefore, women, good majority of them prefer white men. I mean, I don't have to.
Yeah, isn't that beautiful, Jamie? Oh, I'm loving this. Yeah, they are. They love white men. Yes, sir. Oh God, do I know it, brother? Yeah, they do. But I'm going to say, you know what? Black women date white men, date more of them. Marry white men. Uh, yeah, you're insecure. No wonder your dating situation is horrible. You're just a Debbie Downer. Like you're just jealous of white men. But fix your hair, put on some clothes, dress up, look, get yourself together, man, and get some therapy, build your confidence, okay? Because it's all about confidence, and you have none. But anyway, let's continue.
Say it, Asian women, of course. They're like the proprietors of that shit. But then you know what? It's not just Asian women. It's Latin women. Of course, white women do it, and I want to say a shit fuck ton of black women do it too. And the I want to say excuses. Okay, we're not going to use the word reasons here, but we're going to use the word excuses for this kind of retarded behavior. Is because quote unquote the white men treat everyone better. The white men treat women better, I guess, in general.
Yeah, we do in general. Yeah, go ahead.
And I want to point out a few things. Number one, that's not always the case. Number two, women who do that are fucking retarded and need to walk out in the traffic and get hit by a fucking semi.
Wow, you hear that? He's telling you that if you believe white men are the best choice, you got to walk in front of traffic. Wow, this guy is angry. He's disturbed, dude. I look. This ain't a good look for you, and look, it's not making other Asian men look good. I'm sure that they can't wait to choke you because you're not putting in a good image. You're not. Okay, I know Asian men and they don't act like you at all. I don't know what your problem is. Um, I know you're insecure. You're jealous, and now you're hating because you can't have what other men have. And the reason is because you're a Debbie Downer. You're insecure. You're so doom and gloom. Who wants to be around that energy? And who wants to be around hate all their time? Come on, man.
Okay, that's exactly what I think you need to do. Anyone who adopts that feeling that white men are better because such and such and such and such, any reason whatsoever, it needs to fucking drop dead. Because that's about as useful as you are to someone like me. How I live my life.
Okay. Wow. So he says anybody that thinks white men are better need to just drop, you know, and go meet their maker. That's what you have to him. That is so insecure. That is so evil. Look, women have the right to believe whatever man is the best choice, guy. You know what? It's up to them. And if you want to compete, you got to show you're the best choice. But what you're doing here is showing that you're a loser. You're showing that, hey, I'm mad at the world because they love these other men, because they don't like me, because, life sucks and oh my God, and I can't get it together. And and if you don't date me and you're dating white men because, you think they're better. Poor me. Ooh. Gosh.
I would love to live my life, very happy, very nice, very easygoing, stress-free life with my dream job, dream woman, or really any decent woman that matter because I'm single as fuck right now.
Yeah, yeah, you're single as ish. Yeah, I wonder why.
Going to school part-time. Also, potentially having a kid. If I don't have a kid, that's okay. That's okay.
Well, with the way you are, I don't think any woman's going to mate with you, guy. I don't think they're going to let you touch her. Your energy's so ugly. It is so horrible. You can't come to women like that. You can't. Let me give you some advice. You need to get help. You need to get therapy. Get yourself together. Okay. All right. And present a positive image. Okay. Maybe get your hair cut. Maybe put on some nice clothes. And you're probably just chilling out. So you're not trying to look good for nobody. I get it. But you got to present a positive image. And you got to have love in your heart, guy, not hate. You can't be jealous of white men because they get a woman you want to be with. Okay, that's going to happen. Okay, that's what life is. Okay, it's not fair. Not everybody gets the most beautiful woman. I look, we all face that. But you know what? We got to pull through this. We got to make it happen. We got to find a way to be successful. And blaming the world, wishing bad things on people because they don't believe the way you want them to, or they're attracted to a certain type of men, and you don't agree with that, that's your problem. And with your attitude, you can never compete. You never will until you fix yourself.
Okay, I just want to put it out there right now. It's not a make or break for me. You know, it's not. It's not on my quote unquote bucket list per se. But if it happens, great. If it doesn't, great. Either way, great. Um, and you know, like I said, this video is not about me. This video is not about that. It's not about my bucket list or anything like that. This video is about why you, if you're a chick, I don't know why you'd be a guy watching this channel, but if you're a chick watching this channel, then yes, this video is for you. I think you should stop dating white men. I think white men are crap. I think white men are trash. I don't think, just being perfectly honest here, I don't think any type of man is perfect. Much to, what a Hallmark is saying, or the media is telling you, or your mother, your parents are telling you, your grandma is telling you, whatever. No, nobody is perfect. No woman is perfect. No man is perfect. Nobody's perfect. If you are alive and you have half a brain and a heart and a soul, guess what? You're not perfect. I don't give a shit if you're the whitest motherfucker on the planet. I don't give a shit if you're the fucking poster boy for Adolf fucking Hitler. Okay, I don't care if you're poster boy, poster child for Adolf.
Dude, come on. He's jealous of white men. Guy, are you really triggered about white men? Oh my goodness. Hey, Jamie, I get it. Maybe I can understand maybe a little, but get it together. Yeah, Asian women are marrying white men more than Asian men. That's true. And you know what? I know Asian men that don't say nothing. They don't care. But you're so insecure, man. It's crazy. I mean, how you can't stop women from going where they want to go. And maybe these white men are more masculine than you. Maybe they're confident. Maybe they have that can-do attitude. Maybe they got a good spirit about them. Maybe they have a good heart. Maybe they have a, a loving vibe towards women that they gravitate to. Maybe that's why they're going after them. But to come with this attitude, you're going to scare them away. You look crazy. You look like you're about to lose it. Seriously, guy, come on. I'm gonna have to say a prayer for you. You need it. Because this is not a good look, man. Seriously. Get help, please.
Hitler, if you're tall, white, blonde haired, and blue eyes, I don't give a shit. You're the definition of whiteness. Okay? I don't give a shit if you're black. I don't give a shit if you're brown. I don't give a shit if you're fucking Asian like me.
Stop with the cursing! Oh my goodness. Hey, ladies, would you date a guy that would just drop F-bombs all the time and just like, oh, I don't care? And just think if you're on a date with this guy and he starts venting about white men and how how women want to be with white men. I mean, how would that work? Maybe that's why he's had problems dating. He said he's been over on over 100 dates, right? Well, I don't know. Maybe he has, but If you've been on 100 dates and you don't find someone that loves you, something's wrong with you. It's not the women. It's not the white men. It's not anybody else. It's you. Look yourself in the mirror. Fix you. That's how you compete. You show that you're the best option. These white men are getting these women because they're showing that they're the best option. They're coming with confidence. They're coming with success. They're coming with resources. They're they're coming with that winning attitude, that can-do attitude. Yes, we're going to make it. Um, you're coming with gloom and doom and the hell with the world and white don't date white men because I don't like it because I'm an insecure little man. So anyway, let's continue.
Because I'm going to say it right now, and there are people out there who, like people like Yvette Dunlap Clark out there who
Here he goes. He's naming names.
Claim to not have this certain ideology or believe this. I'm not saying she's lying, but I'm saying she's full of shit because she has dated white men, and she's able to call those guys relationships. She's able to call those guys exes. When it comes to someone like me, she doesn't call me an ex.
That's because she's not going to date you. She can't call you an ex. I don't think there's many women that are going to call you an ex because the way you carry yourself, you got such an ugly vibe about you. Nobody could call you an ex because they're not even going to have a relationship with you.
Why? Because I'm Asian, and it's easier for her to put someone like me in a box. No, I get it. People like her who are not necessarily looking for anything serious, of course they're going to do that. Of course they're going to marginalize me because I'm an easy fucking target. I'm an easy fucking target to these people. Okay? To anyone who's not looking for anything serious, I'm an easy goddamn target. I walk out there, if I try to get involved with someone like V or Adriana or Melissa or Gabby or Marlene, it's like I have a fucking goddamn...
Gosh, she's putting their names out there like that. Look, when this dude came on my show, right? We had a good conversation about how we love black women. I thought, that's cool. An Asian guy loves black women. But then it started going into his relationship, his life. And I mean, I had to stop because he was getting so emotional and so into him. It was like, it's crazy. Now he's naming names? Really? Give these ladies respect. Come on, man. You have a relationship, you don't put their name on blast unless they ask you to put their name out there. Yeah, he's angry at the world. He should look within himself first. Yes, with therapy, prayers, in a good church. Yeah, I agree. That's what he needs. Seriously.
huge fucking target painted on the back of my head. It will always go the same way. It will always end the same way. I am telling you. And that's sad, but it's true that I usually have to go for women who are, quote unquote, looking for something serious. All that stuff, So yeah, usually they won't put me in a box. Not every time, not necessarily. Usually, not every time, but usually they're more open-minded than people like V. V kind of had a point, but at the same time, she did the same thing to other guys that she dated for a short time or long distance or whatever. Basically, I'm putting her in that box, and she's bad. She's bad in these bears. She's bad, and I'm grouping her in the same group that I'm grouping women like Ty, like Adriana, like Marlene, like Gabby, like Melissa, everyone like that. I'm putting them all in the same box because it's very easy to do that. Because to these women, white is right. And of course, you can't say that shit out loud. You can't go out to the fucking middle of Times Square or announce it on a goddamn speakerphone that white is right or that white men are better. Hell no. Absolutely not. But you show it through your actions. You know what I mean? I remember talking to that chick Ty, and
Okay, they show it through their action that white men are better. Well, truth be told, sir, you're showing that white men are better just by your actions. You're actually, your hate and jealousy towards white men is actually you're telling them that white men are better than you. That's what you're saying, seriously. And I might stop it here. Enough going into this guy. This guy has problems. Okay. Um, and he goes by the name of Jamie Woo. Okay. He's been on my platform. I thought he was a guy I could trust. I thought he was a good guy. Some of the ladies in the channel thought he was, a good guy, and he's lashed out on people. He's been stalking people on the internet. Um, he's really insecure. He's unhinged. Okay. This these are red flags. Okay. And I wouldn't have brought him up here, but because of what he's doing, I'm telling you, ladies, be careful of this guy. Stay away from him. Okay. Don't get involved with this guy because he'll talk a good talk and say, the right things, and he just wants somebody, but then he lashes out, he's angry. And being on this channel, and he knows you're from here, and he might, get in his mind that you only want to be with white men and get jealous and unhinged. No, you don't want to be messing with this. These are a lot of red flags. This guy needs help. He needs our prayers. Um, you know, he does. He needs somebody to talk to. He needs a therapist. He needs a preacher. He needs people in his family that love and care for him. He does. Um, but one thing I will not accept is him coming on this platform into my house and attacking the ladies that are on this platform. I will not allow it. And he is no longer allowed on my platform, on the Roadrunner Network, and mods. If you ever see him, block him right away. Okay, he don't need to be here. This and look, if you're a man that has issues and you have jealousy and hatred, don't come over here. Don't do it. Because all you're going to do is cause problems. Um, and I'm not going to have you in here terrorizing any of the ladies. Okay, you're gone. You need to go somewhere else. You need to get help. And you need to stop focusing on white men and focus on yourself. Stop focus on who women are dating. Focus on yourself. Get help for you first. But you leave these ladies alone. Don't call them. Don't stalk them. Don't talk about them. Go kick rock somewhere. Get help for yourself and stay away. I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. So pathetic. And look, ladies, I would not have put him on blast like this. Okay? Because look, if he's insecure and having problems, he needs help. But when he goes after people on this panel, I want you to know who he is. Okay? And be careful. And one thing, do not just give your number to anybody, okay? Get to know these people. Okay? There is Google numbers you can get. Okay? I talk to people all around the world, look, that follow my channel. I've talked to people in the UK, Canada, United States. Look, you can do that. But I do it with a Google number. You know why? Because if they become a weirdo, I can just delete it and be done with them. Okay? Be careful. Okay? He came on here, he sounded good. He sounded like he's a good guy, one of us, loves black women, and it's wonderful. But now he's stalking women. He's this is crazy. Okay? And you can see the jealousy. You can see the defeatist attitude. Okay? Ladies, don't go to a man that has a defeatist attitude. You're just going to get yourself hurt because, you know, he's not happy. Things are not going good. and he thinks it's other people's fault. He don't take responsibility. Um, but he's going to manipulate you. He's going, he's a narcissist. He's just all right. And I didn't find out about this till like recently. He made a video about me and Alexander. I mean, trashing us, totally disrespecting us, and we let him in our home. Now, I don't know where he came from. Some say he came from the manosphere or whatever. I don't know. Maybe. But what I do know is he's insecure. Stuff's going on. Um, and I get trolls that come in and show me hate, but I've never had nobody act like this. This is troubling. It's disturbing, and what's that? I won't be going on Alexander's channel. I just went no contact. I can't do another narc. Yeah, well, thing of it is, you got to be careful. These YouTube streets, you don't know who you're talking to. And like I said, I thought he was a good guy. We did a show. We, you know, had a good conversation. All of a sudden, you know, a day later, I'm getting emails from women saying that he's stalking her, that he's stalking them, that he's doing all these crazy things. And then I see it, he makes a channel attacking me, attacking Alexander, attacking white men and black women, going off on white men, angry at white men or women that date white men. It's weird. Um, just really bizarre behavior. I can't understand it. But I wanted to put that out there. Stay away from him. Okay, you see him, block him. Mods, you see him, block him. Even if you think you're not sure if it's him, you think it's him, block him. Okay, and guys, if you ever get blocked accidentally, send me an email. I can unblock you. Okay. But I don't need people like this coming in here. This is not what this channel's for. We do not stalk black women. We don't terrorize them. We don't talk trash about black women. Um, it's block who? Jamie Woo. Okay, that's who. This is the guy. You see him? Remember him with the mask? You see him? Block him. Do not let him on this channel. He's been stalking women. He's been emailing them, calling them late at night, harassing them, cursing them out. Do not let this guy on this channel. Okay? If I see him, I'm blocking him. But if I don't and you do, block him. Okay? You know. But anyway, that's who. I'm going to open up the panel if you guys want to come up. But yeah, I got some ladies that are afraid to come on the panel because of this clown. And they shouldn't feel that way. And thank you for the emails. Thank you for showing me what's going on, because a lot of times I don't get around the YouTube streets. Thank you, ladies. Okay, I appreciate that. And like I said, be careful. Get a Google number if you want to talk to somebody. Okay. Don't tell them where you live. Make sure. This person you're with is who they say they are. Hey, Miss Anita, how you doing, young lady? Good to see you. Um, yeah, but the link's up there if you guys want to come on. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. And look, this this channel needs to be a safe space. If you guys know of somebody acting like this guy, let me know so I can delete them and get them blocked. Okay, let me know because YouTube should be fun. YouTube should be something that we can talk about issues, have a good time, uh, talk to each other. Um, it shouldn't be where we're stalked and harassed and cursed out and all that stuff. Hey there, pro leadership.
What's going on?
Hey, how's it going? Oh my
Everything is
goodness.
good. Everything is good.
Okay. I had to show this. Look. Oh my goodness. Wow.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It is. I was just, man. I knew there was a problem. The last time he came up, he's like going into his relationships like, whoa. I was like, but I was nice. I don't put people on blast like that because I'm not that kind of person. But when he's going in on these ladies and stalking them, and no, that's unacceptable. That ain't that's some. I don't even know what you call it. That's beyond beta male. There, that's just. I think that makes betas look masculine. There, I mean, I don't even know how to address that. I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what to really even say.
I don't either. It's weird, and you know what? Nobody's went in on him. He went in on me and uh other people. He's putting these ladies' names out there on blast.
Well, that's why I don't show who I am, and no one
Mhm.
knows who I am as of right now. So,
You know what? I can't blame you. I you know I don't blame you
not
one
even.
bit.
I mean, I don't even trust the females honestly. So, that's just what it is. So,
Well, yeah, um some people said he's from the manosphere to cause trouble. I don't even I don't know if I believe that. I think he's just a very insecure guy that's got issues, got problems. Um I don't know. He could be. They might see him as, having issues and send him over our way, so he creates havoc. I, I don't know. Um, but he does have a problem with white men. He don't like white men. Um, Asia. Well, that one show he was complaining about Asian women with white men, putting white men on a pedestal. I'm just like, gosh, but if they see you, they'll put anybody on that pedestal. I mean, just to get away from you. I mean, women would put another woman up there before you. I mean, seriously. Um,
well, I don't
yeah,
know. Well, that's what I like. So, no
yeah.
one's gonna change my mind. So I like white men. So that's just what I like.
Well, he won't be happy with you because you're not supposed to do that because he don't feel comfortable with that.
Well,
Maybe
it is what it is.
it hurt his feelings. Um, but
Well,
but yeah, I just wanted to put that up there because I want the ladies be careful. Okay, this is a perfect example why you need to be careful. Okay, like I said, I didn't. We don't know who we're talking to on YouTube. We really don't at times. So be careful. Okay. People might say the right things. They might look genuine, but you just never know. Okay. And we can't monitor everybody on here. There's 6,000 subscribers. I don't know everybody here. There's no way I could. And even though the the ones I know real good that I talk to all the time, I still don't know who they are. So
Right.
you got to be use common sense. Okay.
Right.
I think most people on this channel are good people. Ladies are awesome. 99% you could trust, but there's always that one out there that just might be in here from the group that don't like us,
Right.
that wants to see us fall, you know. So, but yeah, I really wanted to go in on that. That was the one thing I was going to talk about. That letter that guy sent, like
Right.
white men have ruined black women's image, and what he was saying was true. But the thing of it is, in 2022, the marriage rates might have been 78% for the black community, and that's wonderful. But in 2022, it's 30%, and that's black men that are married. Only 27% of black women. So, what's 1960s got to do with today? That's like saying we used to do good. Okay, but what about
Yeah,
now?
you mean the times where they were forced to do good. That's what they mean? Okay.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, you got to run the race, right? If you're in a race, if I'm running in a race against you, right,
Mm-hmm.
and you beat me, but yet I say, well, you know what? I was leading I was leading every lap. 75% of the race I was winning, but I came in last place. And what that tells me, the information he gave me is, look, we were on the top in 1960, but in 2022 you're at the bottom of the barrel. So I don't know why he
That's the
even
thing. They
sent
weren't
me
even
that letter.
doing good in the 1960s. So the only
Well,
difference is that they were married, so they weren't even doing that great because black women had to go on welfare. So
yeah. Well, I mean, you could say all the bad stuff that was done by white people, and I get it, but come on, we got to fix the problem now. And I hate when they say that white supremacy destroying the family, right? And in the beginning, I'm sure it did. But in today's world, nobody is stopping anybody from getting married. Unless maybe I don't see what's going on. Maybe there's clan members in black neighborhoods,
that's
with
not what
shot.
it is. They don't
I,
want to get married. They just have an expectation of you to just be with them with no commitment, build with them. They just want a concubine and then they want to shame you.
yeah, it just, well, I can't fight on that. I can't tell you you're wrong on that, because if you only marry 27% of black women, and I mean, and black women want to get married, I don't get it. I just don't. I, yeah, but anyway, I know he's going to love my reaction video to his.
Yeah, I mean they want wives, but they want wifely duties, but that's what they want.
Yeah.
So like I said, I've never been that person, so it just is what it is.
Yeah. 1960s were complaining about white men won't hire them, but also refuse to build their own businesses. Hmm. Well, I mean, there's a complaint now, and it just it's just crazy. There's, when I do a video or a live and I criticize black men, it's like it's a frenzy. They come at me with all kinds of stuff. It's like, well, look, and what they come at me, they ain't coming with me challenging what I'm saying. What they do is they come at me with the past. They'll come out with me with slavery, Jim Crow, and I'm like, okay, but what's that got to do with today? It's like, hey, look what your people did. It's your fault. Okay, well, but you have the power to fix your own. I don't get it. And but I think it's easy to be lazy. And to be fair across the board, our marriage rates are horrible. But I mean, 30%, that's horrible. 27%. I looked at the stat. I looked at Pew Research. 27% of black women. I couldn't even believe that. I was listening. I was with my father one time. We're listening to the radio, right? And they
Mhm.
said something like, a study shows that 70% of black women will not get married. And I was like, no, that's a lie. There's no way. It seemed like, okay, come on. But when you look at the stats, it's true. And you look at the out of birth rates, it's true.
Correct. And then you have black men that will sit there and lie about being married. So, they will just say that they're married. Just to say that.
Yeah,
because they can't be all these married. You can't, just like they were trying to say that 86% of black men were married to black women within that 30 to 27%.
Yeah.
They were trying to do that. But I said that doesn't make any sense if over 70% of us are single mothers. I don't have any children. So and I'm divorced. So I'm not a part of that statistic. So because I have standards, I always have.
Yeah. But if you do the math, okay, because the research said that 30% of black men are married, 27% of black women are married, because, well, some of that percentage is interracial marriages, and I think the research. Well, this was Black Demographics that said that 4% of black women are married to white men, and 8% of
Black
black
Demographics
women.
is not a reliable source.
Yeah, but even that source makes it look bad, and it said like 8% of black men are married to white women. So that's less than 30% right there. And if you take 87% of that percentage, what's the real percentage? It, I mean, it's like you take a number and just stay with that. Because 87% sounds wonderful, but nobody's marriage rate is 87%. No group out there.
Exactly.
Nobody, but 87% of those that get married, okay.
Right. The highest is what, 56%, and that's Asian, and then the next would be 52%, which is white.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
yeah. Those are the highest marriage rates. And then but and Asian is the most successful rate, except when it comes to black women, white men. Just putting that out there.
Right.
We are the best when it comes to stats.
Right.
And I say if that's the best, we need to go with the best. If I'm going to have a better option in marriage, and let's say I'm just looking at it logically, let's put attraction and preference aside. Let's say I just went logically. Okay, I want a wife. Okay, now which group am I going to have the most success with? It would be black women. As a white man, it would be black women.
And as a black woman, it would be white men.
Yeah. So why don't we just get together and get married and just do it? I mean, logically, that would make sense, right? But we're still caught up in that segregated mindset to where we can't, we think we got to be race loyal.
Oh, not me. Me.
Well,
I didn't
not
get that
me.
message.
Yeah, not me either. So but yeah, I mean, look, and people say, well, why do you talk about it all the time? Why do you talk about interracial marriage with black women? Okay, great. You're married to a black woman. You love black women, but why do you got to talk about it? Um, I mean, it's like I says, well, number one, I want to. Number two, I'm on a mission from God. I have to talk about it. It was just like, look, this is my calling to uplift black women and promote interracial marriages. And you know what? That's what I'm here to do. And that's what I'm going to continue to do until there's absolutely no way I can do it. So, uh, yeah, the haters need to just get used to me. And regardless whether my channel grows or shrinks, I'm still going to do it. That's my calling. That's what my mission is, and that's what I'm going to continue to do.
Yeah, I think
And
my calling is to talk about how amazing white men are.
yeah, I think so too. And yeah, and our buddy Troll, his message is to get mad about it. His mission is to get mad and whine. So yeah, we all got a mission here.
I'm not saying any man is perfect. Like I said, I
Yeah.
feel that I'm more, I don't know. I feel that, that I base things on logic, and I say why black women should go for white men, why, but it just is what it is.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, and we need to make this happen. Look, and white men out there, marry black women, date black women, get to know black women, okay? And but be confident. All right, have that can-do attitude. I'm not saying have a big ego and act like a jackass, but what I'm saying is have a positive vibe about you. Have that can-do attitude. Make her feel confident that you got this. Make her feel like you're in charge. Okay? And women gravitate to that because they want a man that's secure. They want a man that has some confidence, that has that, hey, we're going to get through this. Because you know what? When you get in that marriage and you're insecure, then kids come along. Look, women do not need that. No way. It, they don't need a defeatist attitude because when you get in a marriage, it's real, it's serious, and your wife's involved, your kids are involved, your legacy is at stake, and if you don't have it together as a man, who you don't need to be in a relationship. I'm just saying. If and look, and in nature, the strong survive, right? Well, with people too, and
Absolutely.
if you can't be a man and you can't go through the hard times and stand up and work hard, you don't need to be in a relationship. And honestly, you don't need to procreate because you're not strong enough mentally to handle it.
Yeah,
So
it just makes more sense to procreate with the dominant male. So that's just what it is. I don't I know how your personal feelings on that, Brent, about, it's not about racial superiority to me. That's not what it's about to be. I just base a lot of what I say based on historical facts and what I've seen throughout my life, and that's just what it is.
wow, yeah. No, I mean you got to look at it logically. Who's going to give you the most for your returns? And you know what? Black women. And here's the thing: this guy was saying that white men are trashing black women's image. Well, a lot of us are uplifting black women's image. Think
Right.
about it.
Right.
Look at Goldman Sachs. They give black women what, billions of dollars for businesses.
See,
That's
this is the thing. Yes, there's problematic white men, and there's also white men that correct problematic white men. You
yes,
understand what I'm saying? So,
yeah, and that's what we're supposed to do. And in our society, as men, we should correct each other, regardless of our race. Um, if if a black man does something wrong, I should check him, right? I mean, isn't that the right thing to do?
yeah,
And, and vice versa too. If
right.
I'm wrong, hey, check me. It we should be able to do that as men. It shouldn't be off limits. It's like when I criticize men, when it comes to black men, it's like it's off limits. You have no right to say nothing. I
Well,
mean, I could,
that's a
yeah.
different category because I mean,
Well, no, I'm just saying that's what I get. But if I could talk trash about white men till the cows come home, and nobody's going to say anything to me. And other white men are going just like, oh, whatever, they're going. We don't think like that. We don't get our feelings hurt within the collective. In
right.
fact, the times we do is when it's attacking the women. That's when we go into a frenzy. But other men, no, we don't care. We don't. You could say all you want about white men. I don't care. That don't You can say racism and all that. That don't apply to me. I'm not part of that. So, and I tell these guys, why are you getting emotional with what I'm saying if it don't pertain to you? And if what I'm saying is true, then what can you say? We can address the past and try to fit it into what's happening now, but really, it's a different time. It's a different space and time. It's different people.
See,
It's
I'm all about moving forward.
Mhm,
I have a different perspective on things. I've already spoken to you about that. So
mhm.
I've, that's, I view it as, like I said, I view the past as a transaction, and it is what it is at the end of the day. So it's just what it is.
Yeah, yeah, it is, and we just got to do what's right. And you know what, ladies, do what's right for you. Look, the collective ain't going to be there when you hit hard times. The collective ain't going to be there when you're a single mother. The collective ain't going to be there when you're struggling to pay rent and take care of your children. But a good man will be. Okay? Live for you. Do what's best for you. The man that's going to love you and offer you the most, be with that man because that affects your life and your children's life. And you want the best, do you not? I mean, and that's not gold digging at all, you know? Now, if you just want to be with the man to get his money and then cut him off, yeah, that's not right. But you should want a man that's got resources. You should want a man that's got some money that can take care of you and your children, that can provide uh, a safe place for you to live, have a home, and have a good neighborhood. Don't you want that, ladies? There's nothing wrong with wanting that. That don't make you a bad person. You don't have to get with a man where you got to work two jobs and come up with half the rent. You don't have to settle for that. You don't have to settle where you got to put a man through college to hope he does something with his life. No. If he ain't got it together at that point, don't mess with him.
Well,
Because
I've been single since what, 2018, so I'm just having fun.
there you go. And when you get married, I'll be there. So and
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
we'll have a party. Me and Sandy will get on the plane and we'll go and it'll be a blast. Heck yeah. But yeah, go for the best. And look, and guys, let me speak to the men. look, when you want to date black women, you want to marry black women, that's great. But you know what? When you want to get with black women, you need to be on your A game. You need to be at your best. You need to look your best, smell your best. You need to have the best positive attitude. And you got to be a man that stands up for yourself and for her. And if you can't meet that, you need to leave black women alone. Okay? And look at this. And here's the thing. As a white man, a lot of times you're going to have to be better than the black man that she knows, because she don't know about you. You're something new. It's unfamiliar territory. It's the unknown. It's getting out of your comfort zone. And with that, you need to have confidence. You need to, and project it. You got to, when she sees you, she's got to see someone that's positive, that's got a good heart, but that's strong too. You can't come to a black woman with insecurities, because when she's opened up her options at that point, she ain't got time for that. She's looking for the best man at that point. And I'm telling you, but anyway. But yeah, but you got to come with everything. And look, and if you do that, most times with black women are pretty reasonable. They can tell your heart, and a lot of times you do that, you'll have the best wife you'll ever, and she'll bring out the best in you. And look, I'm not the only one that says this. I have talked to a lot of men that have married black women. They say the same thing. How loving, how nurturing, how they go that extra mile for you, how they're always there for you, how they love you. Serious. But you got to be the best man too. You can't just walk in there. And yeah, you're starting out at a disadvantage, because number one, she sees you as a fetishizer. She sees you as a racist. She sees you as a weirdo. And it's not because she just thinks that. She's been told that. A lot of black women have been told that their whole life. So they're unsure about you. So there's times you got to prove yourself, and you got to be better than the men in her community, because they know nothing about you.
Well, I thought you guys were already better, but
well, there's well, you can be better, and she don't know that. What I'm saying is, these guys need to be on their game, and but it's worth it. Look, if you have a relationship with a black woman, look, I've been in, before I got married, in a number of relationships and with black women, and most of them I can't complain. I really can't. It just, a lot of them, we just weren't meant for each other. But these women were beautiful and loving and awesome. I had like 2 relationships that weren't good. One was real toxic, but overall, black women are the best choice, hands down. You can't even compare. When a black woman touches your heart, you're not going back. You're with her forever. And whether your relationship don't work with her, you're going to go to another black woman. Believe me when I say this. It's true. Serious. And look, I fell in love with a black woman at 5 years old, and I never looked back. So if she touches your heart, you're done. You're stuck. You ain't going back. And it's not because you can't. You don't want to. But anyway. But that's what creates the power couple. Because black women, white men, we have to fight for what we get when we come together. We have to put each other first. And we're pretty much vetted before we even start dating. Think about it. And look, guys, if a black woman's dating you and brings you home, you know what she went through to get you there? You know what her friends told her? You know what her family members told her about you? But she still brought you home? Think about that. Anyway, am I lying pro white leadership? I mean,
Nope, you're not lying at all. Even the supposed black male friends you guys hang out with, supposedly, they have nothing nice to say about you either.
yeah, a lot of them don't. When it comes to dating black women, for some reason,
So,
I,
mhm.
I've had a number of black men say, "No, just stay with white women. You're better off." Okay, why do you care? I'm like, I've never told black men stay away from white women. Hey, go after it, go for it. In fact, I was like, good, do it, so I can go the other way. You know, the one that taught me how to interracially date. You know who that was? Black men. I learned from them because you know what? They did it. So I thought black women were amazing. So I got it in my head. If they could do that, can I go the other way with it? Hey, you can learn from other people, right?
Absolutely.
So I did what they did, basically. Nothing wrong with that. I didn't try to imitate them, with the slang and the dressing and sagging pants, or, I didn't try to get in that stereotypical thing. I was friends with them, yeah, get access to black women, but I was my own man the whole way. Hey, and that's why I tell women, hey, talk to Becky. She could help you out. Be a friend for a little bit. Hey, just saying. And I know some of you ladies said, "Nah, I can't be. No, I can't do that." Okay, but you know what? Who's her brother? Who's her cousins? Who's in her family circle? And what are these men going to say when they see that one black woman that's, looking fine and got her hair braided and just they're going like, "Who's that?" And you're going to catch their eye. Don't tell me that don't happen. That happens all the time.
Yeah,
Cause
that
I
happens a lot. It does.
Yeah, cause I've been in that boat when I was with my friends and there's a black. Ooh, I like her, but I always like black women anyway. But look, I've seen white men do this. There'll be a couple of them. Who is she? And their eyes just like. Cause here's the thing: opposites attract. They really do, and you're different. And look, things are going to change because these men look at black women as they're different. That catches the eye. It catches the curiosity. You wonder what they're like. What are they like to be with? And I'm not talking sexual. I'm just saying, getting to know them, having that relationship. That'll cross your mind. And there's a lot of black women that'll think that about you and say, "Well, okay." You'd be surprised. There are black women out there that will only date white men. I've ran into them, and when I started dating, I was surprised to see these women out there. I was like, "Wow, uh, this is awesome." There's always been the ones that won't date you, but then you find the ones that will. That's a beautiful thing. That makes life so good. Um, Facts they are so two-faced. LOL. So many white men have no idea how their black friends put them down in front of black women behind white men's back.
Yeah, like a lot of these white men that are associating with black men, they
Uh-huh.
really don't. Yeah, because that seems to be because that's something that a lot of these black men say that they know white men, but they only know bad white men, or they only know white men that don't like black women. So I find that very interesting.
Yeah, that like we don't want to be with you. They'll tell you, or
I
we're
know that's not true because I've dealt with them.
yeah.
Like I said, black men will try to convince me that I've never they'll try to gaslight me and act like this is something that I'm making up. So
Yeah.
so yeah,
Well, gaslight them back. Walk in with a white man, and then,
right.
which, yeah, Ga- gas me in, I'll gas you back. Well, maybe that didn't sound right, but gas them back.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's funny. I get some comments like some people say, "Well, yeah, black women want to be with white men," and I'll say, "Yeah, you're right. Isn't it great?" Like, like our little buddy here. Oh, they just want to be with white men. I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Yeah." keep talking. You're making me feel good while you're getting more insecure. Um, but seriously,
Yep. So
but yeah, I wasn't planning on showing that clown's video, but I wanted these ladies to see who that is.
I
Okay,
understand.
and look, if you got a channel, don't let him up. You just he's causing trouble on other people's platforms.
Yeah. Well, I had to block a female. So, and I guess, so unfortunately, so it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, because ladies, you don't. Hey, you let me know if someone's doing that to you. I'll block them out because the last thing I want is women to feel insecure about coming on here. That are fearing some guy's going to come up here and harass them. Look, you let me know. I can block. I can get rid of them because when you come to the channel, I want you to be happy. I want you to enjoy the conversation. And if you want to come up, you can, or if you want to get in the comment section and say hello to everybody and listen to the topic, that's great. And even if you want sidebar conversations, I have no problem with that either. This is platform's yours. It's for you. Um, I come here and make these lives, but it's for you. You know, it's for your entertainment, and I love doing it. And it's a beautiful thing because it's free. You just come on and watch it, have a good time, and you know, and that's what it's about. That's what I want. I don't want no one to email me and say, you know what, I got to step away for a few months because this weirdo's stalking me. No, I don't want that. I understand. I mean, when they do that, you got to step away, but let me know so I can get rid of the problem. You know, because look, because I'm talking to somebody and we're having a good conversation. That don't mean I co-sign what they're doing. I don't even know. When he came on, we talked. I didn't know he was doing any of this stuff. Until it was brought to my attention. And then I started seeing things on YouTube. I'm like, okay, this clown's blocked. He's not coming back. And then I can, neutralize the problem. It's done. It's taken care of. And then you could come here and not worry about weirdos like that. Because once they're blocked, they can't comment no more. They can't put no messages in. All they can do is watch. They can't do nothing else. They can't. Yeah, that's the beautiful thing about blocking people. And that's one good thing YouTube did because you can push the haters out. You don't have to deal with them unless you want to let them in and toy around with them and get them get them emotional and crazy so you can get a good laugh. I don't know. Uh, Sometimes that's tempting. Um, I don't know. Pro white leadership probably would love to do that every now and then. I
Say that again, Brent.
I said it. Beautiful thing about blocking is you could keep them off unless you want to bring them up and
Oh, I
toy with them
understand.
and
Yeah.
get them emotional and angry. And
Oh,
I
that's my
says,
favorite thing. I'm still, I've had a couple of them that I've asked to come on my live, but they don't want to do that. So
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's rare that they do that. I had I had one guy come on and call me a racist, and I don't know.
Well, they don't
He
come on my live like that. They might come in my comment section and talk their crap,
Yeah.
but they don't really come on my live like that. And I think that a lot of the reason why is because they see the interaction that I have with white men. So
Mhm.
they can't, what are they going to say? So if you I think I showed you that message some guy sent me. It's a great conversation to have between a slave and a colonizer.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, that it's like that's what it seems to be all about. It's all about slavery. It's all about that. It's just it's that seems to be what they try to use: racism, white supremacy, slavery, to keep you away from these men. But then again, they're always around these men. So I don't get it. So I don't get it, and I don't know how black women fall for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, and I always I always wonder, and I ask some of these trolls that come in, I says, "Okay, well, why do you keep going to slavery or stuff that happened before our time? How does that impact what's going on today?" And they say, "Well, it's impacting it today. It's and it's like everything's blamed on that. And like the marriage rates, I've seen people blame white supremacy on the marriage rates, and I'm like, how does that happen? Are they physically not letting you get married? Are they guarding the courthouse and saying, uh, Bill, don't let no black people come in the courthouse and get married. Make sure they don't do this. I mean, is that what's going on? Because I mean, I don't understand it. I always thought you could get married. It's a legal thing. If you both love each other and you both agree to the marriage, you can do it. Am I wrong? I mean, I don't know. Um, but they'll blame it on white supremacy. I didn't know white supremacy was that powerful. And some will say that it's mind colonization. Have you heard that one?
Yes.
I've had people tell me quit colonizing black women's minds. I'm like, wow, how am I doing that? Do I have that power? If I could colonize minds, I'd be a billionaire right now. If I could colonize minds, I'd go into a bank and colonize them to all leave the bank so I could take all the money out of the vault, right? If I could colonize minds, I would have people build me a mansion and gosh, I would be dangerous if I could colonize minds, honestly.
Well, that should tell that should tell you a lot. So it is what it is.
Oh, here's a troll, I think.
Ooh.
Does asking you to prove yourself to black women constitute trolling? What do you mean prove yourself to black women? I've proven myself to black women. Have I not? I got 28 years of marriage to a black woman. I think I've proven myself. I've bought my wife a house. I provided for her. I take care of her needs. What else do I got to prove? I'm just asking. I mean, how do I do this? But people ask me this all the time. Well, if you love black women so much, what are you doing about this and that and this and yeah.
Those are all
But
trick questions. So, because white men are
yeah.
doing a lot of things that black men are definitely not doing. So, but they don't really want to
Oh,
go.
that's one woman. Yeah. The worthy list. So you want me to marry more of them so I could take care of more black women? Is that what you're asking me?
Don't worry, that's coming.
He's saying that's one
true.
woman. Oh, okay. So I got to marry more of them, take care of more of them. Hey, I guess I'm trying to understand this logically.
Well, that's how they are. They're going to always make it seem like you're not doing anything, and that's a part of the gaslighting manipulation
Oh
tactics.
yeah. But
So,
I would say, what are you doing? Are you married to the woman you're with? Mm?
no, it's probably more of a concubine roommate situation.
Friends with benefits,
Pretty
or
much.
or what do they call it? Fiance for life.
Yeah, fiance for 10 years.
Yeah, and I've seen it. That's a common thing, having a fiance for 10 years, 12 years, 15.
Yeah, I don't judge people, but I don't understand how women are able to date somebody for all these years, and I don't know how they can do that. So I don't know, because that's something that I don't feel no obligation to any man that I'm not married to. So I don't know how they do it. So
Yeah,
and nobody is going to tell me anything. So I mean, you can call me whatever you want to call me, but you know.
yeah. I mean, yeah. It's just I'm just looking at these comments, but yeah, they ask me that all the time. How? Well, if you, what are you doing for black women? They always ask me that. Like, it's funny. And then he responded, "That's one woman, so I got to marry more black women."
Well, the
Um,
question is what do white men, if they want to really be technical, what do white men do for black women? A lot more than they do. So,
well,
so,
look at Goldman Sachs. How much money they give black women?
and they were so upset, whining and crying about that. So,
Yeah, that's quite a bit. That's a lot of money. I'm just saying. But we're not doing anything. And if I take care of my wife, that's one woman. Okay, well, I'm only supposed to take care of one woman, am I not? Except my daughters. I'm supposed to take care of those women too. But other than that, really, I think we need to protect women in society, you know. But that takes both black and white men to do this. That's a responsibility of all men. Oh, thanks, AB. Have a good night. Uh, yeah. But anyway, I wonder who that was. I wonder what he was trying to get out of me. He left.
well, they're getting shaken up. So,
Well, I try to answer honestly, you know. Just like that note that guy sent me. You know, I didn't disagree. There have been evil white people that did the horrible, most horrible things. I know, but I'm talking about 2022. I mean, we got to take care of the women in 2022. We got to marry the women in 2022. We can't marry the women back in the 60s. You know, they're much older than us, or some might not be around. So what are we talking about? Yeah. So, but hey, you know what? I got a solution. Open up our options and look. And I will say this to black women, okay? And I'm being honest, okay? Now, if you're in this situation and if you're providing half the rent, if you're a single mother, if you're waiting for the man to marry you, but he won't come around, um, you know, and your marriage rates are 27%, and you're not sure if, and you have to provide for the guy. Um, or in some cases, some women, you're a single mother with, you know, resources you get from the state to take care of you and your children, and there's a man living there with you. Are you just not treated right? If those all apply, I mean, what do you got to lose for opening up your options? You know, and I'd say to black women, really, in the collective, statistically speaking, what do you have to lose if you want a marriage of seeking, you know, other men? And I'm not saying run the white man. I'm just saying other men in general. Opening up your options. What do you have to lose? And that's not to put nobody down, but seriously, how many are single mothers that are doing it by themselves? How many have waited for that man that you thought loved you, but pumped and dumped you, or just had that relationship and left? What have you got to lose at that point? Seriously. And statistically, white men will marry you if you have children than black men. Statistically. Not all, but statistically. And you know what? We're not shamed for marrying women that have children. Black men will shame each other for that. I see it all the time.
Well, that's a part of, you see, that there's a reason for that. That's just a part of just your identity as men. That's something that you feel like you have to do. You have to be in that child's life. So they're not built like that. So a lot of them are not even in their own children's lives. So most of these men already have children that they're not taking care of. So most of them are not living with their children. They're not even in their children's lives. So
Here,
I played it smart. I played it smart. I never had kids with any of them, and I never will. So
yeah,
I played my cards smart. So
yeah. Worthy list. I did not block you, worthy list, but you can say that. Maybe somebody did in the panel. Uh, White men are black women's plan B. Black women still prefer black men. I would say, you know what? For the most part, that's true. And it's
not
sad
me.
because, yeah, not you, but a lot of black women do prefer black men. And they black women have to go to the plan B because black men are not taking care of black women. They're not taking care of them and the children. They're leaving them alone with children. They're leaving them as single mothers. So yeah, black women do have to go to that plan B. And most of them will be with black men. For now, they still prefer for now. But once that uh once that what's that word called? That indoctrination, once that wears off, once all those stereotypes come to light and they see the truth, and once black women aren't conditioned to be told you're the best, and that they should only want you, once that wears off, oh, there's going to be a different world. But as we speak today, yeah, you're right, worthy list. But it's sad because you have the best women on earth and you're not taking care of them. It's sad. You got the opportunity to be on top, but you choose to be on bottom because you're more worried about your image than the women in your community. But you're right. Go ahead and pride yourself with that. Yeah. And you know what? Hey, but you know what? What you reap is what you sow. And there'll come a day of reckoning. You're not going to like it. I'm just saying. And when you hit that wall and you're by yourself, you can say, well, they wanted me more than you, but I have nobody today. Okay, that's great. You know, a lot of these dudes will pride themselves in that. They're more in the, well, we're more desired. They want us more. Oh, we date more uh, white women than you do black women. We have a bigger body count. Yeah, but you have a better success rate when it comes to marriage. How about that?
Well, that shows
Oh,
you what they value and who they are. That's
yeah.
it. So that's how they operate. So it is what
Oh,
it
you're a
is.
black. white men are my plan A. You know what? Black women are my plan A too. They're the first choice. I know what the best choice is. I'm a black woman. I'm very protective over black women. Well, if that's the case, you should be telling black women, hey, divest, open up your options, date out, do it, get out. If you really cared about black women, that's what you'd be saying. Go for the man that's going to marry you and protect you. That's what people say that care about black women. Get out of that situation.
Correct.
Yeah. Hit the wall, do tell. Well, I don't know what that means. Yeah, well, you're a black woman, bike man. I don't know what. Who knows? But okay. Yeah. But anyway. But if you do care about black women, you be telling them open up your options. Have a chance at getting married. Do you even know what the stats are? A worthy list? You know what's really going on? Worthy list is really a black man. I think so. But see, they're like chameleons. They can change into from a black man to black woman to white man to Asian woman. They've done it. I've seen them do it on my channel. They'll pose as whatever to try to spin their narrative. You said when you hit the wall. I'm saying the men that don't take care of the women in their community are going to hit the wall. That's the explanation there. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone coming in late. And know that Thanksgiving is finished, but wishing everyone the best. Hi, Roadrunner. Oh, hi, Nookie Food. Good to see you. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. And everyone here. I'm going to be closing soon because it's getting late. I know on the East Coast it's really late. And I got to get to work tomorrow. Darn it.
Yep, I have an event that I got to cover. It's going to be late too. So,
yeah. I'm going to keep it on for a couple minutes if you want to come in real quick right before I close. The link's there. If not, I'm going to close it here pretty soon. And I had a good discussion, pro-white leadership. I appreciate you coming on. And, you know, if you guys, you know, most of you know her channel, check it out. You know, she hits the points and she gets down to what's really going on. And look, she don't hold back. She tells you how she really feels, and she'll tell you like it is. And you know, if you're insecure and get hurt feelings, you might want to think twice. But I mean, she's on point, and her channel's awesome, and it's growing nicely. And you know, check out her channel. But
yeah, I'll put the channel to my. I put a link to my channel in the chat box.
Okay. Yeah. And guys, look, if you have your channel and you want to advertise on my channel, you can. But first, I got to see what your channel is, okay? I don't just want anybody to throw something out there. But, you know, if you want to, let me know and I'll check it out. And, you know, us in the YouTube street, the littler channels like us, hey, that's how we build, you know, we lift each other up, you know, in our community. We know it's confrontational in our community. We know we know we're going to get hate. We know that people are coming for us. We know that people want to silence us. Okay? And it's confrontational. And people, you know, for some reason think it's wrong that we're talking about dating out or divesting or any of that stuff. So, You know, people in our space, we need to stick together, lift each other up. That's what it's all about. And helping ladies and gentlemen make the right decision, you know? Explore your options. There's good people in every group. Ladies, don't sell yourself short. Remember, you're the prize, not the man. You're the one that needs to be lifted up, not the man. You're the one that needs to be taken care of, not the man. You're the one that needs to come to the table with your beautiful self and just be loving and loyal. That's it. That's all you need to bring to the table. Your love, your loyalty, and your beauty. Those three things, that's it. The man's supposed to take care of the rest. In fact, the man's supposed to not just come to the table, but build the table. Okay. Worthy list, I'm gonna have to let you go. Zombies here, thirsty for a white man. Yeah. Do better, ladies. Black women have the pick of the litter. Use it wisely. Avoid bowel movements. Okay, I don't know what. Okay. Hey there, Miss Anita.
Hey there, finally.
Oh, you were trying to get on?
Yeah, but it kept pulling up my old email, so let me get the light on here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been listening in the background. I came on relatively late, but I did come on when it was getting kind of lively there, to say,
Yeah,
say it nicely.
yeah, it's some craziness going on YouTube.
It happens.
Yeah, and I was just trying to get the ladies beware of this one guy that's going around. I mean, he's creating havoc, you
Yeah,
know. And ladies, I want you to be safe. Just because a man says that, hey, the right things, look, you're dealing with someone you don't know, so careful,
yeah.
be careful, you
Yes,
know.
you're absolutely right, Mr. Brent.
And let me know if they're doing this to you so I could get them off the platform because you know it stinks when he comes on, I don't know about it, and then the ladies feel like they're not protected because I'm, you know, having a good time talking to this guy.
Yeah,
So you got to let me know. I don't see everything. In fact, I don't watch a lot of YouTube because I work so many hours. I don't have time. So any craziness like this, and I appreciate you ladies emailing me and letting me know. That is good. Thank you so much. Now I know, you know.
yeah,
And it might have taken me longer to figure this out. And he might have been on a few more times, you know, messing with women while I'm not knowing. So yeah, but thank you for, you know, letting me know. And you know, and the other ladies, you know, thank you for emailing each other about this. We need to stick
yes,
together, okay? We don't need this foolishness. It's not what this
agreed.
YouTube is for. It's not for, you know, going on harassing people on the channel. It's for us coming together, having a good time, lifting each other up, you know?
Yeah, yep. Hello, pro leadership. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a little delayed on my end. I'm doing good.
Oh,
Oh, good. Very good. I'm not going to stay on very long. I just wanted to hop on. I haven't been on your panel for, it's been a good little while, Mr. Brent.
yeah. It's been a while and yeah, it's well,
Yeah,
my I haven't been keeping the same schedule lately. And once we get out of
yeah,
the holidays, it'll be better. But I
yeah,
try
for
to have a
sure.
set I try to have a Saturday night.
Yeah. I have to say, though, you handle yourself pretty good. I've said that before. But usually when you get some irate folks, you seem to handle yourself. So
Oh,
that's good.
I appreciate that. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we got to stand up to these weirdos. I mean, these trolls. Um, you know, and I don't mind trolls. I really don't. It don't bother me if they come in and say something and they leave, whatever. But the ones that come in and harass the women, I don't like that. That is,
Yeah.
look, you might not like what I say or these ladies say, but leave them alone. They're ladies and they deserve love and respect, whether you agree with them or not.
Agree. Yeah.
And, you know, yeah.
Agree. Yep. Well, I just wanted to say hello. I really didn't have a lot to say. I think you said you was getting ready to end it a little bit. I says, well, I haven't been on for a while, so I'll just pop up on the panel for a second and say hello.
Okay. Well, hello. Good to see you.
Good to see you
Uh,
too, Brett.
yeah, I'm stuffed. I'm gonna be eating turkey and ham sandwiches for a while.
I think all of us will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Miss Beverly Johnson asked me if I cooked. I'm like, yes, I don't normally go in the kitchen, but yeah, I do on occasions, probably like around the holiday times. But it makes me realize why I don't go into the kitchen often for reasons, because it does take a little bit of work. Because I was telling my daughter-in-law, I says, boy, it's more than just cooking. It's prepping, it's cooking, and then it's cleaning the pots and pans and everything else. It's just, you want to clean up behind yourself. So it's just this work that,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yes,
I had a pretty good day though, I must say. It,
very
it
good.
was it was
Very
nice.
good. I'm hoping
Yeah.
everybody had a really nice Thanksgiving, or at best you had a peaceful, quiet one just to relax and take it easy for a little bit because we need that as well.
Yeah, we do. And
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Miss Anita, it's good to
All
see
right.
you, young
You
lady.
too as well.
Tell
Thank you.
tell your family hi and everything,
Most
and
definitely.
wishing you well and your family, and it's good
And
to see you.
likewise, tell Miss Sandy I said hello.
Oh, I will. I will. I
All righty.
appreciate that.
You guys
Thank you
take
so
care
much. All right,
and say
take
good
care.
night. All right. Bye bye.
All right, bye. Uh, okay. Oh, okay. There's your. All right. There's Pro White Leadership's YouTube channel. You guys want to check it out? Go over there, like, share, subscribe. Um, like I said, Pro White Male Leadership. Yeah, her name's provocative. It triggers people, but look, she believes in what she says, and she'll tell you the truth. I mean, she's real. Look, and you might not like it, but she's going to tell you the way she sees it. Um, but and we see that, and people get triggered by that. But if we said pro-black leadership, everybody would celebrate that. Like, and me, I don't care who you pick for your leadership. Um, I know my wife picked me. But anyway, yeah, check out her channel. It's a good channel. I go over there every now and then, and we have discussions, and we have a good time. We laugh. We get down to the topic. We talk about what's going on in the world we live in, interracial dating and marriage and all that good stuff. And you know, but yeah. So check out her channel, and you know, come on over, and I don't know, we might even do a collab coming up here in the future and stuff. I know we're both busy, so it's
Mm-hmm.
when it is hard for us to link up and do a show, but we've been able to do it.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I'll
but
have my next live sometimes next week. This week wasn't a good week. I'm going to be too busy. But next week I'll definitely have part 2 of Black womanhood versus the Black race.
oh, okay, all right, sounds good. And I'm going to go ahead and close. Uh, Pro White Leadership, thank you for coming on, young lady. It's always a pleasure talking to you.
No
And
problem.
then Miss Anita, I want to thank her for coming on. Haven't seen her in a while. And check out Miss Anita's channel too. Um, you know, she's got a YouTube channel to yours truly, Miss Anita, and clout busting, stop pandering. All right, clout busting. You know what? I need to get anybody got a dust buster? I need to get these dusty dusters out of here. Too much dust. Oh man. All right, these trolls, they're coming in, aren't they? They love me. You know what? This has been a troll night. They've come in and showed me their love, and you know what? And I think some of these trolls want to be me, and well, you can't, trolls. Sorry, but you can dream about it, and you can watch me when I come on, and keep giving me those views, and your long comments, writing your novels, and keep doing it. It motivates me. It gives me something to talk about. I can bring comments up and break them down, or you know, yeah. So keep it up, trolls. Thanks for showing the love, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming on tonight. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Um, I'll see you soon, and ladies, please be careful, okay? If you want to talk to someone on the phone, get a Google number, okay? And you can even make it. You can be in California and make it look like it's coming from New York. Seriously, protect yourself, because you don't know these people. He summoned the Kung Fu crew on you. Yeah. Okay. Did he? All right. Well, maybe he's got the Kung Fu Panda crew coming at me. Where he can throw tears at me and emotional boomerangs and yeah. But yeah, happy Thanksgiving. Be safe, ladies. Okay? Do not let these guys terrorize you. Do not let them bug you like that. Be safe. Take care of yourself, ladies. You deserve better than insecure dudes that can't get it together. Okay? If they can't get it together for themselves, they're definitely not going to get it together for you. Okay? So be safe. I'll see you soon. God bless you and your families. And, I'll be on Sunday night. It might be a little late because I got to work Sunday. Go figure. But it's that time of year, so it's all good. But sweet dreams, everyone. Yes. And look, guys, let me know what's going on, okay? If someone's not treating you right, and I don't care if they're on my panel and we're good friends, let me know, okay? I'd like to know what's going on. I don't want to get in your personal business at all, but if somebody's stalking you and yelling at you or cursing you out, I really need to know that, okay? So I can get rid of them, okay? But anyway, guys, I had a good time tonight. I did. It's a good discussion. I always love seeing you guys here, and after the holiday season, I'm going to do a Patreon. We'll see how that goes. And where we can talk about things that we can't on YouTube, where we can go into things, and I want to put together a good product for you guys so you enjoy it. But I'll be working on that. I did a vote, and the reason I did a vote to see if you guys want it or not. So many people said do a Patreon or a Discord so we can go and talk about things and not worry about YouTube and I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. But we'll see how that works. We'll give it a shot. And if it works great, hey, we'll roll with it. If it don't, then but anyway, I want to give that a shot. And then we're going to talk about the Academy. Okay, the Swirl to Investment Academy. I want to do some shows on that. I haven't forgot about that. Okay, And once this holiday season gets over, I can get deep into the stuff I really want to, and stuff you'll enjoy more and stuff. But it's good to see everyone. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. God bless you and your families. And look, I'll see you Sunday night, okay? I don't know what time yet. As soon as I figure out the time, I'll post it on my community page. But we'll come together Sunday, and we'll have a good live, okay? Have a good night. God bless you and your family, and I'll see you soon.